Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 1993 and one of the worst JRPGs ever made. I am your host, of course, the Low Runner. Before we get started, I do, as always, want to say shoutouts and thank you to Ross, Kemek, Seraphim Altaniel, Arik Varindi, Mr. Red, Frieza 2000, Trathon, Doomrider, Sierra Mike, Colgrim, Kashtar, Sheev Palpatine, Catabo, Sacred King, Jesse's Mask, and Bragwin. I'm going to pause there because everyone I just mentioned donated a maximum of $11 to the game. Most of them donated 2. Some donated 3, one donated 4. So you're probably thinking, well, how did this game get funded? Well, the other $684 was put forth by the game's initiator, as well as majority shareholder, Savacom. Thank you, all of you, as always. Muchly obliged. This game took 244 days to get funded. We actually have data for these nowadays. And actually, I guess that's it. I don't have the other figures yet, but it took less than a year. That's actually pretty quick, especially for a JRPG. I should probably mention something before I go too much further. I actually did play this game before Lufia too. I almost rated this a premiere run. Almost. It just felt a little bit disingenuous to do so. But I've only played this game once ever when it came out. And that's it. That's the only time I've ever played this game. Unlike Lufia 2, which, I have a little bit more experience and a history with. Lufia 1, yeah. Just that one time. I was, yeah, don't worry about it, Trihexia. It's just YouTube. I was, how do I say this as nicely as I possibly can? Incredibly unimpressed by this game. Now, don't mistake me. It caught my attention, and I beat it. Which actually, if you don't know, that actually says something. Because it interested me enough to push through to the end. I liked several of the concepts, the ideas of the Sinistrals and the cycle, and several of the ways they do things with the heroes, and the idea that we're playing... So I'm going to spoil something for you. What we're doing is we're playing the next generation of heroes. And I kind of liked that idea, that the big heroes had already done most of the work and the prep stuff, and now we're just kind of finishing it up, finalizing the work. A lot of fiction kind of drifts into that direction, but most of it does so accidentally, or frankly, didn't really do a good job of it. In Lufia 1, it's very clearly and on display that that's the goal and presentation, is the passing of the torch, and us picking up that said torch, or filling the boots, or however you want to analogize that, of the legends that already went before. The legends will, of course, be playing in Lufia 2. So, I wanted to look up one other thing. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so terrible. I know. But this came out in the States in 1993. Yep, that's what I thought. I knew it. So you're probably thinking, but Lore, you're dumb. And you're right. I am very stupid. But I want to defend myself a little bit, because you're probably wondering why I wasn't particularly invested in this game. So, a couple games came out in 1993, when this came out here in the States. And some of those games kind of caught my attention a little bit, and kind of pulled me away from this game to the point where I never replayed it. You may have heard of some of them. Street Fighter 2 comes to mind immediately, of course. You may have heard of Mortal Kombat. Maybe you've heard of a game called Star Fox. Also, Secret of Mana and Super Mario Kart. And, honestly, I think I could stop there. There's actually more. Streets of Rage 2 came out in this year. Super Bomberman came out. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 came out in that particular year. This is when Echo the Dolphin came out, if you happen to have a Sega. Kirby's Adventure hit the audience, and was actually kind of generally awesome. Like, there were several, is what I'm trying to say. I'll just kind of fast forward a little bit. There were several, and they were good. And so, this was a bit of a stacked year So, oh yeah, also, I knew there was another one, X-Wing, which you're probably thinking, that's not a console game. No, it's not. It's a PC game. But yeah, this was a stacked year. That's kind of the point I'm trying to get across. Mega Man 6 came out this year. Wow, I actually didn't know about that one. Master of Orion, Myst, Doom came out this year. You know, that one. So it kind of makes sense to me with historical perspective why this didn't catch me. It also makes a little bit of sense considering that what ended up happening was the rights and the developers kind of bounced around a little bit, and then what we ended up getting is effectively a different team making Lufia 2. But I don't want to get too much in the details of that, mostly because I don't remember them right now. So, we need to fix something. Sorry. I know this sounds strange, but I usually play my SNES games on mute. And I should probably unmute the game. Maybe. Let's try that again. There we go. Without warning, the island suddenly appeared in the sky. Four foul and wicked beings claimed it for themselves. They possessed the frightening powers of chaos, destruction, terror, and death. The people were horrified. They called the evil ones Sinistrals. The reign of terror continued. The world massed its warriors to battle their dark foes. But the Sinistrals were all-powerful. In desperation, the people called on their bravest fighters, Artia, Guy, Maxim, and Ceylon. So began the final battle. So, hang on, we actually gotta go through this again. Sorry, I actually forgot about this, so we're just gonna go through it again. There we go. Isn't it nice having fast forward in a game? It's so dark. I feel the energy. A very dark energy. Beware, it's powerful. Ceylon, light magic, as you wish. Is this the Fortress of Doom? It's so cold. It freezes straight to the heart. Welcome, Maxim. Deus? It's you, isn't it? Show yourself. Approach. My chamber is above. I await you. Oh yeah, so we start off at level 75, 77, 77, and 78. I'd be down for rando. So let's talk about what this is. In game design terms, this is referred to as a taste of power. In other words, it gives you an idea of the kind of things you're gonna get by the end of the game. Ideally, it's usually not actually fully min-maxed or super mega. More like 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through your overall power progression. That's cool. So, negative to gameplay. Yeah, I don't mean to sound too harsh, but that problem was solved in the NES era, for God's sakes. If it's a deliberate choice, then it's bad design instead of, you know, failed design, so... Oh god, that's gonna be a negative to gameplay. Does it do that every time we zone? Oh my god. Oh wow, okay, that's cool. Now let me check the air. Yeah, could you imagine, Ross? Could you imagine? Because I can. That's exactly what I was thinking about. What does it do? Could someone do me a favor and look up when Final Fantasy II came out in the States? FF4. No one is happier than me that you enjoy something. Okay, so this game did come out after FF4. God damn it. I keep holding down B to, you know, sprint. B opens up the menu. Why are we moving so slowly? Oh my god, why are we so slow? That's a good question. When did Mystic Quest come out? That's a very good question. In the States. When did Mystic Quest come out in the States? Say 91 felt a little bit too early. That's what I thought. That's why that's only going to be one negative. Because it'll at least auto-change target upon target group, if not non-target group. Oh my god. So, already, we've got encounter rate, music restart, and targeting not reassigning after death. Let's just jot down some notes here. Oh yeah, and slow movement. Slow movement. I mean, let's be honest, that is a form of padding. Slow movement has to mean something, otherwise it's just padding out the experience. So, okay. Targeting, encounter rate, movement, music restart problem. Right. Lack of info in game. You saw me trying to do that, right? Trying to figure out what the that's also why I asked about FF4. There you go. This game actually came out than a year after Mystic Quest. Yeah, let's get this out of the way. This game is getting a plus to music. I actually don't know if it's getting more than one, honestly. By memory, there's actually only 2 songs I really enjoy in this game, and we haven't heard either of them yet. Lufia 2 will probably get multiple pluses to music, almost assuredly. This one... But yeah, this is a form of a tutorial in addition to being, you know, your taste of power. Here's how the game works, here's how combat works. Pretty much a safe method by which to figure out how, you know, the systems of the game operate. And I'm sure glad they tell us what all these spells do. Let's go with Champion. That sounds like something that's cool. Glacier's expensive. That's got to mean something. Okay, Champion was a heal, apparently. Okay, so Champion's a heal. Let's try Valor. Glacier's a AoE. Okay. Very little damage, relatively speaking. Valor is an AoE heal. Okay. Let's do Sunder. Let's do Thunder. Wait a minute, Guy doesn't know any spells! I feel robbed. Cast Stronger. Stronger also heals you. I have stumbled onto 3 heals trying to find a buff. Oh hey, the music didn't restart. Yeah, I saw the statues. I didn't recognize them at first, if I'm being honest. Blood. Boost. And, Succumb. Boost is still a heal. I hate to be persnickety, but Final Fantasy IV on the SNES, which is a game that's going to get negatives for info in-game, at least categorizes its spells immediately and visually. The little spell color icon thing. Okay, so I'm looking at the statues. I don't know who these yahoos are. Especially that one. Ugh. I spit upon you. Oh, wrong button. You may cross. Maxim, it could be a trap. He said cross. Let's go. But Deus is testing us. He senses our feelings. Don't show any fear. You're right. That's what he's doing. My power is strong. The hopes of my people energize me. Come on, Salon. We're the world's last and only chance. I know. There's still hope as long as the dual blade keeps its light. Dual blade boosts our powers. It makes us even stronger in the center of this darkness. We will destroy the Sinistrals and restore peace to the world. This we promise. We promise together! Ha ha ha! I sense your hope. Indeed, it is powerful. Sinistrals, your reign of tyranny is over. Do you hear me? We will finish you once and for all. The woman's energy flows strangely. Is this human love? Such a thing is unknown to us. See, we're Twitter users. No matter, it is easily smashed. to start that song, but okay. Wait, so Deus is... No, that's Gades, okay. So that's Gades, that's Amon, that's Deus, and that's, I can't remember her name. At last we meet, I sense your strength, a worthy opponent. Aram, that's her name. Deus! With dual blade, I return the pain you gave to my people. Yeah, we should probably jot down localization while we're here. I've seen worse. I return the pain you gave to my people. Hold, Maxim, you shall fight me first. It's Guy with Knight, sword, and armor. Look, okay, whatever. There's no beloveds for Guy, don't be silly. Alright, Courage, there it is. It's gonna be a heal. What do you want to bet? Oh, look, it's Goddess. I'm never calling him that, by the way. So we gained DFP for courage, whatever that is. Yeah, we're calling him Gades forevermore. That's just how that is now. Let's try Rally and see what that does. That increases our MGR. What the hell's MGR? What's DFP? What's Rally? What did Rally do? Courage. Hold up. So protect increases your magic resistance, but courage increases your defense. Did I catch that right? It's bounce to. Oh, that's another. Screw it, let's do bounce. Bounce! Biggity bounce. And boost, valor, and champion are all heals. I feel like stronger's a heal too. Bounce does nothing. Stronger is once again a heal. I'm just gonna hit him in the face, I think. We've got tons of mana, so we've got mana to burn. You will go no further, for I am Amon. Hi, buddy. What's up? Listen. Okay, let's just do both our buffs. I'm pretty sure there's no quality of life features in input, but I'll test. Yep, nope, protect increases magic. I wasn't wrong. And, yeah. Courage increases magic reserves. It's just me holding down A. there's also no backing out of input once you've given it, even though it's full turn-based. So once you've given an order, that's it. There's no taking it back. I don't mean to sound persnickety, but again, Mystic Quest managed that. Okay, heal all. I'm pretty sure you can die here, yes. I don't know what happens if you do. Could you quit AoEing me for 5 seconds, please? Appreciate you. Thanks. What do any of... Okay. Stone Cure is pretty obvious. Awaken, that probably gets rid of sleep. Revive probably reses. That probably restores mana. That probably restores health. I have no idea what Miracle, Shriek, EX Arrows, or EX Bomb does. So let's heal a little bit. Pin is apparently paralysis cure. What the hell's Shriek then? Something I can't use here. Oh yeah, by the way, this is... hang on. Maybe I've got something set up wrong. Let me double check. B-A-Y-X. Nope. That's just how the game is. So this is cancel and this is menu. Same button. Someone explain that one to me. Thank you, Zara. Always. And if you want something for that to go towards, in particular... Weird. Please let me know. It's funny, we literally just finished playing a game that has terrible button planning. Here we are. You got it, Tazara. Alright, so now we must kill Aram. Maxim, is it? Come and join your fallen friends. To get the good tea for this. Admittedly, mostly because I needed it after Romance of the Play. is that Bengal tea I've talked about a few times? Yeah, I honestly decided it wasn't worth my time, Mr. Red. I legitimately thought it wasn't worth my time. So... I suppose that's one of the biggest insults I can give a game. So, I'm noticing a total lack of quality of life options. No memory cursor, no shortcutting, no auto-A, no hold-A. Nothing. It's okay, it's not a negative, it's just a not positive. Come on, Deus. Let's do it. Magnificent, a true fighter. 'Tis truly a pity I must destroy you. And to my knowledge it was played to all, yes. Ironically, Lufia 2 is, I believe, also a first game. That's a weird thought. Although I'm not sure about that, don't quote me on that. I need to do a little more research on that. You ever play Stardew Valley, Mr. Red? There you go. There's your sushi game. Sushi first game. Excuse me. For as much as I complain about this, and I do, I will say, and this is a decent intro. Actually, Undertale is his second game. And it's more than that. It's actually his second JRPG, in a style like that, even. His first art game was an Earthbound ROM hack, which a lot of the ideas therefrom were taken into Undertale. No. Yeah, I don't recommend playing it, by the way. It's really messed up. I might even veto it if someone suggested it. It's the Earthbound Halloween hack, and it's short. I'll even tell you the premise. So, it's a sequel to Earthbound. No, Nemesis. And the idea is that, you know how in Earthbound, so, spoilers for Earthbound. In Earthbound, there's a period in which you go back into the past. Well, the Earthbound hack presumes that rather than altering the past, Type 2 time travel, what you did was you created another timeline, Type 3 time travel. So, the idea there is the timeline you left behind is screwed. That's what Earthbound the Halloween hack happens in. I'm not going to say anything else because that's full-on spoilers, but yeah, that's the premise. Deus, this is the end. Indeed, this shall be the end of everything! Get used to this swirling circle thing, by the way. Sinistrals are gathering their energy into one flow. They're merging. They want to destroy us. Not only us, if that flow erupts, the world will cease to exist. That's pretty impressive. We won't let that happen. I can't do it alone. Artia, Guy, Salon, join me. Merge your flows with mine. It's too dangerous. Quickly, we don't have time. Do it now. Do it now. Fools, our dark powers are vast. Your feeble efforts are no match against us. Give it all you got. Maxim, Salon can't take much more of this. I'm fine. Everyone concentrate. Yeah, the best mage in the group can't deal with this for some reason. Sure. We did it. Guy, you alright? You'd have to do more than that to stop me. I'm too stupid to have a flow. Artia, I'm fine. Salon! We finally did it, Maxim. Salon, what's the matter? We finally restored peace to the world. Yes, we did. Let's go home. No, I'm not going home. Salon, what are you saying? The eruption went through me. I can't even speak. Salon, I wish I could stand on our land with you once again. It probably is supposed to mean like house or something. And hold my child. Fortress is breaking up Artia, the warp magic. Maxim and Salon are too far. I can't take them with us. Can't we do anything? Artia, Guy, don't worry about us. Save yourselves. Maxim? The Sinistrals are defeated. You must tell the people. But I can't leave her here alone. Please understand. Maxim said we should go. He's right. It's the only way. Maxim, the world will know. I promise you. Goodbye, my friend. Warp! Oh, Salon, peace will come. I wish we'd been born in such a world. I love you, Salon. I'll always love you. And that's definitely the end of Maxim's story. The island plummeted into the depths of the sea. The Sinistrals vanished and never returned. 4 more times. In time, it came to be remembered as the Battle of Doom Island. Yeah, that was even quicker than the last game. Damn, and I cut the last game off a little early. 90 years had passed since the Great Conflict. Once again, peace settled over the kingdoms. Life was good and troubles were few. The Battle of Doom Island soon faded from memory. It's been 90 years! People lived and worked in harmony once more. Like, we remember stuff from the 1930s, right? I mean, I did, and I meant it. I wasn't even joking, Savacom. That wasn't a meme. That wasn't a crap post or whatever. That was legitimate analysis. Another lazy day.
Hello, Ramen.
Oh, Maxim, come for a visit, have you?
Yeah.
Ah, you're a mess today. Went adventuring again, did you?
I went to the caves today.
I wouldn't push my luck if I were you. But then again, I haven't seen any monsters lately.
That's okay. I'm not afraid of any monster.
Hello, young lady. Are you all alone? You're new around here. What's your name? Are you lost? Is everything alright?
My name's Maxim. What's yours?
Lufia. My name is Lufia. Roll credits.
What's a nice name? Hey, Lufia, what are your parents? Where do you live?
Let's play.
Huh?
Let's go outside and play.
Okay. What you want to do?
Tag. I'll run, and Maxim, you come after me.
All right, I'll count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready or not, here I come.
Seems like a nice girl. I wonder who she is. I'm reminded of a Fire Emblem joke. Oh, it's so weird, main hero character, that you can wield the legendary sword that can only be used by the Dragon Lord. Ah, don't worry about that. 9 years later. Wow, getting whiplash from the time jumps here. We've jumped forward 99 years now. Time for afternoon training. Nobody's coming today anyway, just another day off. I have an idea. Jack said he was going to chase Yuria around the castle again. Go watch. This I have to see. I don't believe this. Look at how fast we're moving. Isn't it great? Lighten up, Maxim. They're just having some fun. And that's what peace is all about, right? I hate peace. What would you do if the monsters suddenly attacked? Monsters? Get real. There haven't been any monsters around here for 100 years. Excuse me, 99 years. Get your facts right. Let's see, what happened in 1932 without looking it up? German stuff. What do I win? Also a whole lot of Russian stuff while we're on the subject. Or I guess Soviet at that point. Oh yeah, also China was being destroyed by Japan while we're on the subject. Why, Maxim, aren't you new guys supposed to be training today? How'd you know that? Then you also know why I'm here. Skipping out again, I imagine. The commander won't like it if you don't practice. Yeah, the 1930s actually had a lot going on in it. That's the funny part. We were still going through the Great Depression everywhere. Like, just everywhere. So if you want a specific event, I can tell you more about the Great Depression in detail, but honestly, nobody wants to hear me talk about that. I'm not skipping out. No one came, so drill was canceled. Oh, I see. How about you, Lufia? What are you doing? I found some Profea buds over there. Take a look. Here. Which ones? There's flowers everywhere. Where are they? They're all over the place. Look closer. Profea almost never bloom, but they're so pretty when they do. Always the flower lover. You're not going to sell me on this, Daedalus. Even in historical times, people cared enough about history to keep vague records and vague dates of things that happened, especially major, life-altering, world-altering events. The idea that people would just forget about the Sinistrals after merely 90 years is laughable. I guess you're right. I remember making wreaths for you, Maxim, when we were children. Yeah, you made me dizzy with so many flowers. How did you... Okay. Yeah, those were happy times, weren't they? Tell me, Lufia, what do you think about life the way it is today? It's good, I think. We have peace, and, well, you're here. I wonder how long this peace will last. Life used to be so hard 99 years ago. I'm just gonna start correcting that. Are you thinking about the past again? What would we do if the Sinistrals returned? Maxim's dead. Who would defend us? You're a knight of Alekia, aren't you? Alekia? Aren't you? Doesn't Maxim's blood run in your veins? Won't that be enough? Because that's enough to be a great soldier, is having blood in your veins. We should be getting home soon. I'll make you some cinnamon tea. I haven't made it for a while. Ah, cinnamon tea, which is funny because this tea has cinnamon in it. One of your recipes that actually tastes good. Oh, you. I'll have you know it's very popular with our guests. That's odd. Aren't you using... What? You know, herbs that change the taste of things? The stuff people say is made by the Leiden Wizard? Well, I never. If that's what you think, then I'll never let you drink it. Oh, come on, Luffy, I'm just kidding, okay? Don't be angry. Come on, let's have that cinnamon tea. And maybe cinnamon pie. Your cinnamon pie is the best in the whole world. You have some nerve. Well, if you're gonna make that nice, I'll have to make a cinnamon pie, won't I? Oomph. And maybe make an inn. And run the inn. And Roman, I'm going to use the oven now. Oh, what's gotten into you? Going to bake something, are we? Cinnamon pie. Lots of cinnamon pie. You're going to love it. Lufia's in a good mood. What happened? Nothing. I just said her cinnamon pie was the best in the world, that's all. I see. Well, she hardly ever bakes for me when I ask her, you know. What? Lufia owes you so much. You'd think the least she could do is bake you a pie. Oh, I don't do that much. I'm just an innkeeper. I remember 9 years ago. I remember it like it was a few minutes ago. Has it been 9 years already? Have you heard? People say that monsters are attacking the kingdom of Sharon! Sorry. I was just so excited about those monster attacks. Thank you, World's Best Bands. Always appreciate. I love the musical cue, though, really. That would be funny. Monsters are just like... as they're, like, mass murdering people. I don't know about that. If it were true, why don't the knights look into it? That's what they're there for, right? The Kingdom of Sharon won't let the Alekian knights enter. Besides, they're all too lazy. No one will go and see. Isn't that the truth? Sorry, can't have cinnamon pie. Gotta kill monsters. Maxim, go ahead and have some tea. The pie will be ready soon. Maxim, where are you? And the young man, he just left. Really? What was he thinking? That Maxim. I'll never forgive him. Monsters and Sharon, it can't be true. Oh my god, I have control. Okay, so I want you to know what just happened. What just happened is I hit Y, and then X, and then Y, and then X, in rapid succession to try and open up the menu. You're probably thinking, why would you hit Y to open the menu? For those of you who aren't aware, in Suikoden, Y, that is to say, square, is the menu. So, it's kind of the muscle memory from literally just 2 games ago here. Alright. Let me go get the best song in the game going. I'll be right back. But yeah, no, I was more making fun of myself there for hitting the wrong button like 4 times in a row to open the menu. No, it's some good music. Like I said, this is actually my favorite song in this game. Plus for music, plus for intro. An indeterminate amount of negatives. Which we'll just set on for right now. And plus to intro. Or, excuse me, plus to that for the intro. What's the hero's canonical name? I actually don't remember. And thank you, Cookie Dude. I will put that towards Xenogears. Aha! I found it. Here it is. That's what I thought. The main character is canonically referred to as the hero. Yep. Latest dress designs are at the biggest shop in Lorbenia. Why don't you go there with Lufia? Nah, dresses are for girls. Yes, that's why I asked you to go there with Lufia. Oh, right. Roman cinnamon tea is the best. I wish I could make it, but Roman only taught Lufia. Ah! It's okay, we're moving full speed now, so I'm not as complaining. 30 negatives, auto sprint. Why aren't you with Lufia? You two are always together. What happened? Did you have an argument? Lufia was crying. Whoever made her cry must be cruel and unfeeling. Not that I would know anybody like that. One moment. I'm gonna do something really quick. The game's just a little bit loud. What can I do for you today? Revive, lift curse, or save? Oh god, can I not save? Is this another Suikoden situation? Can I not save except at the save dudes? The way to Sharon lies through the northern caves, but beware, monsters roam the tunnels. Didn't you okay. My husband hates rain. That's why he uses the underground path. You did well to find this underground road. It's a good way to keep out of the rain. I'll steal your sweet water. It looks Dragon Questy, but I feel like, and please don't quote me on this, that when they went back into the remakes, the proper remakes, they added a thing where you could just save on the overworld map and a couple other spots. Chatham is north of Alekia. Be sure to visit their inn. I could be misremembering, but I don't remember having, aggravation with saving in the Dragon Quests when I went through 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're an Alekia Knight? You seem strange. I'm from here, dude. Do you know? Okay. Hey, you shouldn't let a pretty lady run away like that. The Sharon rumor's true? I don't know. I've never actually seen monsters in Sharon. Now, I've seen monsters in Narset, like, all the time. It's ridiculous, really. Uh, so there's two types of 4X games generally, and it kind of depends on which direction you want to go with it. So I like to group them into space 4X and ground 4X. And the overall format and design of both is actually quite different, even though both are 4X games. So if you want to start with a space 4X game, there's Endless Space 2, Master of Orion 4, and honestly, that's a good bit. So those are two very good answers for space 4X games. For ground, Civilization 5 with all DLCs, important, is a good place to start. I could also recommend Civilization 6. I think I'm going to stop there, because there are others, but most of them have asterisks attached, and some of them I haven't even played yet. No, did I? Okay, I did. Yeah, Civilization... The biggest downside to Civilization is it doesn't really try much. So, it's kind of ground floor 4X, you know what I mean? Very basic. They've tried to branch out of that a few times, and how well they've succeeded... So what does Sweetwater do? Do I prefer 5 or 6? 5 with all the DLCs. 6 is a decent enough game and actually works really well on the Switch, of all things. But 5 is just a really, really solid Civ game. It's probably my favorite Civ game, if we include all DLCs. And I keep saying that because it really fundamentally changes how the game plays in many ways. It's a big shift, you know? So I don't have enough money for any of that. We could give a negative for the Taste of Power intro. It's teasing, after all. It's like, here, look at this amazing thing. And you too could have it if you only buy all the DLCs. I mean, I don't think we should encourage that kind of DLC purchasing with games. Especially when it comes to SNES games. If you ever need a real sign of how bad it's gotten, and I'm going to say that as bluntly as I can, please try to rewind time back to the 80s or 90s and picture someone trying to sell you DLC to the SNES game you just bought. Just picture that. Picture how ludicrous of an idea that is. It would be the kind of idea that would be laughed out of the room because of how insane it is. Maybe we should ask the commander first. He's in the castle. Monsters of the Kingdom of Sharon. The commander didn't say a word about that. Press the A button to talk to people and interact with things. Which one of these things is the dresser? Ha! I'm gonna get used to that at some point. It's gonna take me a minute, but I'm gonna get used to it. The menu. The commander, same as always, he's sleeping in the back room on the far left side. Hey, Maxim, have you seen Uria? I'm gonna ask her out today. Ooh. This castle needs more help, Maxim. Do you know anyone? Yeah, a perfect example of an experiment that failed and sold very poorly because of how stupid it was and how much people didn't like it. Oh, it's you, Maxim. Don't tell Jack I'm here. He's been chasing me around the castle again. Jack's looking for you. What? He's inside? Now what'll I do? He's looking for you. Monsters attacked the kingdom of Sharon. I've heard nothing about this. Maybe a rumor, but we should be cautious. Commander, form a detail. Check it out. It isn't that easy. We can't just send our knights off on a rumor. First of all, yes, you can. Second of all, why am I giving you orders? I mean, I guess you're disobeying them, so that's whatever. Princess has been acting strange lately. Well, what's the matter? You know how princesses are. This is the guest room, but we haven't used it much lately. Now, if your princess is singing wistfully about the life she wishes she would lead, you might want to worry, because you might be the villain of that story. Princess Estia, did you know about it? I have no authority to order the knights, but I am worried about Sharon. Put your mind at ease. I was leaving for Sharon anyway. Really? Good. Our country still has a few good men left. Please use this. This is all the help I can give you. 100 gold. Wow. This is the princess's room. Not just anyone manager. Please leave. But, okay. Where did Yuria go? There's a ton of work to do. Yeah, go buy yourself a couple of daggers. On me. So, you know, I just realized something. This is the second NES RPG we're playing almost in a row. I'd like to say I did that on purpose, but I totally didn't. This is the throne room. Please behave in front of His Majesty. What? The rumor about the monsters in Sharon? I can't send anyone until you've checked it. Don't worry, Your Majesty. I'll check it. Better brickwork and better doodads. Which is funny, because this game predates Suikoden 1 by about a year. See, I'm a terrible liar, Warpcore. I can't do that. I'd be like, oh, yeah, no, I totally did this with the thing in row purposefully. Admittedly, the brickwork in this game is very basic. I mean, look at that overworld map. That's straight up Mystic class levels. No map. Okay. I wasn't expecting to just walk over the hills. Yeah, the sprites are okay. They're serviceable. I mean, again, Mystic Quest, right? It's not like they're bad. Wait, only my face is awesome? I knew it. One thing I'm amused by, and this is very Dragon Quest. What? I protect the world from here. You'll be back again soon, but for now, go to the Kingdom of Sharon. I'll give you part of my power for the next battle. Close your eyes. Come back here anytime you're lost. I'm always watching you. Huh? Okay, anyways, so, okay, this is going to sound like a weird thing to point out historically, but one of the things Final Fantasy I did, which was actually considered innovative, was having a battle screen. Because the norm at the time for the really old RPGs, and again, something like Dragon Quest, is this right here. There is no battle screen. We've just got the area we were in when we fought them, right? I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing out this was the norm for a very long time. Since the mid-70s, at least. Okay, so I can't even target which one of them I want to hit? I really can't. Wow. Okay. That's even worse than I was thinking it was. Okay, we got that level I wanted. It's okay. Surely we can save all on the overworld map, right? That was actually really close. In case you missed that. Yeah, that was almost a game over right there. I mean, the goal is, as ever, not to cheat. So, save. Although I will go ahead and pop a save state there as a backup option. Absolutely, Mr. Ed. In fact, I literally just mentioned them. There were a lot of RPGs in the 70s. They were just terrible. Like, whatever you think of as a bad RPG, throw that definition out the window and go play a 70s RPG sometime. You're right, that is still... This really feels inspired by Dragon Quest the more I'm playing it. Yeah, no, this feels Dragon Quest-y, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, nothing's worse than FF14 1.0. Literally nothing. But... I mean, Lord knows I did Blade to Evolve when I used to fool around with RPG Maker and the like. Nowadays? I don't know what I'd try to base it on nowadays. I guess it would depend on the specific story. I know about the Shiram story, but I'm not going to see if it's true. I haven't seen Daniel recently. His sister Lila is a maid at the castle. I'm very worried about them. Well, I was going to say, yes, Mr. Red, yes. Monsters in Sharon, everyone knows about it, but nobody wants to find out. And... you know, that actually kind of irritates me just a little bit. It's a theory / mentality that people who don't have conflict and death and strife and suffering become fat and complacent and stupid. I don't agree with that. And that's all I'm going to say on that point. My friend Lila works in Sharon. I'm worried about her. When this came out, what other notable RPGs were there to base off of? At this point, the Ys series had started taking off. There's obviously the Wizardry series, which predates all of this. I want to go to the store in Lorbenia. Might have things we can't get here. Hang on, I'm having a really weird issue. So we're gonna grab a save state. And we're just gonna try something really quick just to test if this is me. So, give me a second here. That's a good question, Blade to Vault. Unfortunately, I'm actually the wrong person to ask that. Ys, I know, is sort of niche, but at the same time, kind of isn't. Ys has had a lot of standing power. It's been around for a very long time. There's also the Phantasy Star series, which also predates this, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not having the issue so far. Yeah, I'm testing input. You know me. I know Metroid inside and out. This is how I test controllers. Hang on, let's try another area. Let's do a frame perfect trick here really quick, see how it works out. Let's do a frame perfect trick first try without issue. So it's got to be something with Lufia. Alright, whatever. I'll adjust. Sorry about that. It's hard to explain. Left or right? Which one do you think we should do? Left it is. Left for loot. It's a real rule, I'm not making that up. Think about how many video games where going left gets you the loot, whereas right is usually the way to... Yeah, look at our move speed has gone back down. Why? Why? Yeah, how long ago did you finish this? Both Savacom and Ross. Well, there's spiders in it. Negative to gameplay. You gave up on Lufia what? Oh. So anyways, we're dead. So, no, you're right, world's best pets. You're absolutely right. Okay, so let's walk into that battle with full health this time. Sure wish my completely anonymous second party member would join me already. Because holy crap. Yeah, this game, let's just get this out of the way. This game is a grindy game. It is a Dragon Quest game. Now, most Dragon Quest games tend to mitigate the grind via certain specific mechanics, like maybe the job system, or maybe there's staircase leveling in place. Maybe the equipment really helps to bypass level things. Maybe there's a lot of strategies you can use to bypass the grind. But the early Dragon Quest games are really grindy. For an hour. I can't even process that at this point in my life. Well, yeah, like I said, the strategy thing, for example, is something that Dragon Quest XI is really good about. You absolutely do not have to grind in Dragon Quest XI. Monsters, stay away! Okay, how about a heal? What? Sprite work is... I actually already answered this, Ross, but I stand by my earlier comparison. The sprite work reminds me a lot of Dragon Quest. The old Dragon Quest. Final Fantasy IV on the SNES. And, Mystic Quest here. I can do this now because I can just pop between games super quickly. So, hang on. Let me load a couple of these into active so I can just swap between them quickly later. Doodad placement is better than Suikoden 1. Not that that's saying much, but it's still true. Now, the sprites in Lufia 1 are bigger than this, but you can see the similarities in approach and design. really, really basic 2-frame movement. And you can get the ideas, you know, you can tell what you're looking at, but that's kind of it. There are doodads, there are visuals, but for the most part, what you're seeing is it, you know. That's an interesting question. What would be my favorite sprites on the SNES, other than Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger? I'd have to think about that, because those two win by a mile. I suppose it would be this one. Oh, you know what? You know what? Before I pull it up, here's a game that we can use as a compare and contrast here. An NX game. So I'm just going to let the intro to play for a second, because, yeah, there you go. There's your sprites. Look at the similarity right there. This came out in '94, too, in the States. This is actually a Quintet game, not an NX game, but whatever. This game? Oh, this game sucks. I hope to review this game someday. Probably with cheats. I own it. It's right over there. And I hate this game. But no, I was going to show off another game. Give me 1 second. Might be in a weird spot. You know what? Let's show off a game that came out the same year as the game we're playing right now. God, I love this song. I love the whole soundtrack for this game so much. I'm just gonna let this play because I love the song so much. One of these days I'll play Lufia, I swear. Interestingly, this is a good game to comparison because this game has much busier brickwork, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Some of the scenes we've already seen are a good example of that. We're about to see one that's a good example of that too. Like the area we just saw, the Mono Fortress, very busy and honestly kind of hard to see what you're looking at unless you're very used to it. By contrast, the area we're about to see has much more clear and distinct brickwork. So Psalm might be something that's more of a plus and a negative on brickwork, whereas Lufia 1 is a little bit more cohesive. Ah! Wait up! Ah! So, sprites. As much as I like the Psalm style of sprites, if we're being honest with ourselves, they are very basic. They only have a very small handful of animations to them. Most of the NPCs have literally no animations to them other than walking and facing in the 4 directions. Or rather, excuse me, the 2 directions. And that's it. So that's why I say this is actually a pretty decent comparison for Lufia. At least in terms of sprite work. But, like I said, some of the brickwork in this game is phenomenal. Like the screen I'm staring at right now. I'm sorry. Look at this. Look at how they use the animation on the water in multiple ways, by the way. There are 4 separate animation cycles in different sprite works to make that water look like water. We've got the waterfall, we've got the sparkly water, we've got the basic water, and we've got the water that's surrounding the lily pads. Then we have multiple types of lily pads. Then we've got like the rocks that kind of form this little pool we're in. This is gorgeous. But again, our main character, relatively basic by comparison. That being said, it looks like they made more of an effort to do, I forget what it's called, but in the SNES specifically, most character sprites were either 1 tile or 2 tiles. The main character there, Benjamin or whatever his stupid name is, no, that's Mystic Quest. Whatever his name is, he's a 2-tiler. It's easiest to see if you just stand next to something that's a 1-tile thing like the lily pad there, so you can see how my head is effectively just 1 tile by itself, and then my body is the other tile. By contrast, and I told you we'd get back to it, we are basically 1 tile large. It looks like we have a little bit of a transparency layer over us. In fact, it looks like we have literally 4 pixels of transparency layer over us. But we are a 1-tile character. So the reason I bring that up, though, yeah, it's like 1.5. It's not quite 2, and it's definitely not 1, but it's just... I bring that up because that, and this is why I brought up Mystic Quest earlier too, inherently limits how much detail you can put there. There's only so much you can do with 1 tile, right? So what do we have? Well, we've got clearly some kind of armor, red hair, red eyes, blue pants, and like a red thing. And that's about as much detail as we're going to get with that. So again, it's not bad. It's distinct enough to be valid. But I'm not going to be singing its praises, if you know what I mean. Now, I need to get back to town alive. Because I have no healing items. And yeah, Pokemon does the same thing. The scrunched thing. Please, please. That being said, there is one thing I do like about Lufia 1. Its sprite work is okay, and its brickwork is okay, but what I really like is its color usage. Look at the screen we've got on right now, and we actually have a fairly decent palette on display all at the same time. And clear distinctions between grass, pathway, forestry, person with blue hair, person with regular hair, etc. This is some good color usage. Not something I talk about all that often, but something worthy of note. I don't know if RoboTrek's on the list. That's what I thought. It's such a bad game, Mr. Red. It's so badly balanced. It's such a great idea. I love the concept of RoboTrek. I love the concept of RoboTrek so much that I beat that game because I wanted to play it that much. There's the item I forgot to get earlier. Thank you for pointing that out. I forgot who pointed that out, but someone said it in chat. No, don't do that, Mr. Red. We got other games to run first. I agree. Battle, Town, and Overworld are, like, the big ones. They always have been, they always will be. The Overworld is legit. We've already talked about that. Battle is... it's okay. We'll see how I think of it in 50 hours. Right, can't save. Oh my god, they're all dead! They're all dead. There's only one thing to do. Go quickly. Return to Alekia. But why? Oh no. Are you alright? Can you hear me? What happened? Something evil attacked us. That's why the monsters went crazy. Let me take care of you. You'll be fine. Never mind about me. You must go and help the others. Sir? Sir? And he's dead. He also knows the implication he couldn't see us. Be careful. It's still here. The greatest evil of all kind. The monsters attacked us. Their leader wore a black cape. before Alekia is destroyed. Go back, inform the king right now. I'm of course not going to do that, because I'm a punk. Okay, maybe I will do that. No! I must defeat the evil by myself right now. Let me reset the music there, because that's what this game does. It's dangerous here. Go home, quickly! So, one thing I will give the game praise for so far is the fact that it keeps giving me arrows for some reason. Is the fact that it's fairly well paced. Notice how quickly we've already gotten to, you know, the plot hook, so to speak. Despite the fact that I've been going out of my way to talk to and interact with everything, leveled up a bit, and also bothered to compare this game to several other games visually at the same time. Don't worry, that pace will definitely not hold up once we get grindinating. Well paced for now, though. I suppose the question for me is if I would give a plus to FF4 for sprite work. Because that's what really this reminds me of the most. I don't think we gave one to Mystic Quest. And that makes sense. Savacom and Ross are like, yes! Give it the positives! It's the most gloriously well-built, visually stimulating game ever made. I mean, look at that spider. Don't worry, once Lufia 2 comes up, we will give all the negatives. Negative to save system, negative to puzzle design, negative to puzzle irritation, negative to puzzle frustration, negative to puzzles! Look, I have bad memories, okay? What do you want from me? Me. Monsters and Sharon, you say. Come to think of it, we haven't had any guests from Sharon lately. By the way, has Lufia returned? She's back, but she shut herself upstairs. Still angry, I suppose. You should say something. Yeah, let me heal first. How could you do that to me? I'll never forgive you. Never! Please listen, I'm sorry I left like that, but I'm an idiot. You could at least have stayed for some pie. You can always make cinnamon pie. So Sharon was more important than my pie, is that what you're saying? That's ridiculous, you can't possibly compare the two. Aw, you. I understand. Go away, leave me alone. Okay. But I need a second party member, and it's definitely not you. Hey, Maxim. Yeah, what? You know, Maxim, Lufia isn't really angry because you didn't eat the pie. I know. It's because you went off into dangerous territory, alone, and, actually died. Thankfully, we had a save. I know. Do you think she would listen to me? Sometimes you're so funny. There's no need for you to go running off to such dangerous places. I don't even understand it myself. That must be that Maxim blood. Would you take Lufia some hot milk later on? And please tell her the Prefea are in bloom. Prefea? Yeah, flowers. She was waiting for them to bloom. Don't push yourself so much. Come back here if you get hurt. We're always open. Yep, enjoy some hot milk and cinnamon pie. I wonder what cinnamon pie tastes like. Like, I'm picturing caramel, but that's not cinnamon, that's caramel. Monsters, that is important, but it's more important for me to find urea. Oh my god. Monsters, that's awful, but right now Jack scares me more. I knew it! It's okay, Savacom. We gave all the negatives while you were out. So the rumor's true. I'll tell Father to form a detail right away. This is the throne room. Please behave. The stay has been meddling in military affairs. Well, the military needs shaking up anyway. That's true. Valerian has no problems killing me. And Ross, I've seen the way he holds his knife. Sure, I gotta play the Terran arc. You know, I had a funny thought, Flagant. I'm gonna have to change my cosmetic for that arc. You know why. I was gonna say, what do I do next? Apparently, I get my second party member. Yay. What's wrong, Lufia? You're going somewhere dangerous again, aren't you? Yes. Even if I tell you not to go, I know you'll leave anyway. You know everything, don't you? You're right, I'm going. I have to go. I won't stop you, just take me with you. I can't. I thought you'd say that, but I still want to go with you. No. Please, no way. Maxim is so stubborn. Fine, even if he says no, I'm still going with him. I won't take no for an answer. I'm still mad at you about the pie. Still arguing about that? I don't care. You want to come? Fine, do as you like. Don't blame me if something happens. That's alright with me. I don't need your help. I can take care of myself just fine. A brave thing to say. Ha! Suit yourself. You don't like me, do you? I'm selfish and I have a short temper. No wonder you're tired of me. That's all it takes. Then I was tired of you long ago. Maxim. Lufia, dangers lie ahead. I can protect myself, but I don't know if I can protect you. Please understand. Well, I don't. Why won't you listen? Whatever the danger ahead, I'm not afraid. What are you saying, Lufia? You'll learn how, I'm sure. Ow. No matter what happens, you'll protect me, won't you? Well, yes. Please, let me go with you. I promise I'll do my best. You might die. I won't die. How can you say that? Well, Nintendo of America somewhat skipped this one in terms of censorship, which is really weird because they still had the thing about not saying the word die or death on camera, so a lot of weird translation stuff happened at this point in time, but for some reason they actually say die several times in this game. If you're with me, I just won't die. You always want it your own way, don't you? You figured that out just now? I knew it all along. Why are you laughing like that, Maxim? Because I thought it would end up like this. Yeah, me too. Lufia? Promise me, Maxim, you'll never leave me. Unkeepable promises. That's all I wanted to hear. Let's go, Lufia. We must get to Sharon. level briefly. I do mean... Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what Flash does. Yeah, war crabs are okay if you just claim it's an April Fool's joke. I think I read that somewhere. Hey, silly idea. That's why I named my ship the USS April Fools. Just kind of covers the whole board, you know. Did you know it's actually a war crime to try and oppose to Ula? In general, too, not just militarily. If she wants that last bit of cinnamon pie, by golly, you better let her have it. Okay, I don't know why, but that really got me, Flaghead. Who's Jalula, the sister of Takumba? This game's gonna be. I also wonder how badly the gameplay is going to score. Oh, we're definitely sticking to the big three. Mostly because I like the idea and the dynamic of the big three. But that being said, we are going to bring several other powers more to the forefront. We're definitely doing stuff with the Gorn, for example, and the Tholians. We haven't decided what we're doing about the Cardassian Union yet. There's a lot of finagling that's going to need at some point or another. Oh yeah, I really want to dig into the Tholians some more. And not just because I'm a little biased, it's one of my favorite races of all time, is effectively a crystalline race. And look, I'm rather fond of Lufia 2's soundtrack too. It literally contains my favorite song of all time. Although I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I'm actually not sure if we're going to keep the crystalline entity. We're more likely to remove it than keep it, honestly. You know, honestly, I'm not sure if we're keeping lore, ironically. It's actually been called a few things, but if you look up Lufia 2, The Last Battle, it's probably that. Strong. It's okay, we have a potion. Are we keeping LOL? If we're keeping LOL, we're probably expanding on LOL a little bit. Right, pull yourself together. I'm fine. Are you a knight? My sister Lila is in the Sharon Castle. Sister? I came here because I was worried. Monsters attacked me. Please take me to Sharon. Listen, you can trust me. Go back to the village. There's danger ahead. I understand. Please help Lila. I'm sure she's fine. Here, take this key. Thanks. Sung? I mean, we kind of have to keep Sung if we're keeping data. We're definitely keeping data, and ironically, we're actually expanding data. since Data is going to lead directly to, among other things, the Doctor. This might actually be bad. Yeah, as much as the Doctor is one of my favorite characters in Voyager and just amazing and in general, I honestly feel like they did him dirty in Voyager. But then I think that about literally all the characters in Voyager. What kind of idiot casts Robert Picardo as an amazing character, gives him a heart-wrenching, life-changing event, and then never acknowledges it again? Like, to name one example. Oh, we're definitely keeping Hakeem. We have to keep Hakeem. How? Maybe Blade Travell, but probably not. Go quickly and return to Alekia. Didn't I just... Okay, whatever. The EMH modeling colony? That's all I'm going to say about that. The problem is a lot of the one-off episodes just don't really have a lot of purpose in the Voyager rewrite. Voyager will be easily the most string continuity show of the shows, ironically. It kind of has to be. It's the one that ties in all the other shows. Like, we'll be building a story in the background of Enterprise, TOS, TNG, and Deep Space Nine. That story will conclude in Voyager. Well, mostly. There'll be one thing after Voyager. We'd be more likely to just eject a character entirely than kill them off like that. Oh, we're definitely going to do something with Suitor. We have to. He's Suitor. Okay, what did that do? Yeah, I'm excited to try and write out more Roe as well. Who's there? Maxim, Knight from the Kingdom of Alekia. I've come to help. Kingdom of Alekia, great. Are you still here to rescue? Are you here to rescue the king? What? Only two? What are the Knights of Alekia doing in our country? Sire, these are dangerous times. You should be grateful. I know. Maxim, it's amazing someone would scold a king. Probably very important. Excuse me, is Lila here? I'm Lila. You're Lila? Your brother asked us to find you. My brother Dano? Yeah, he's been worried about you. Let's get you out of here. I'll take you to Alekia. I understand. Thank you. Not sure about the Dyson shell. There's... Yeah... I mean, Lord knows STO did something with that stupid piece of junk, but that's gonna take some work to make it fit. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying that that's gonna be a puzzle. Yeah, this guy is a pretty worthless king, honestly. Yahoo! Who dares enter my domain? It's him. He's the one who destroyed everything. Ah, an Alekian knight, yet you seem different from the others. Lufia, take everyone and leave. You're in great danger. But Maxim? Go, get the knights, quickly. Something evil is at work here. Why? Why did you destroy so many? I need no reason. My mission is destruction. No more, no less. Destruction? You can get away with such an evil deed? Puny knight, I am evil! Evil? I am Gades. Or Gades. No, I'm gonna go with Gades. Sinistral of destruction. Alright, I got this. Let's see here. First thing I gotta do is hit this button. Heal myself a little bit. Let's do 15 damage to him. Alright, we're dead. You, woman, you! What? Stay away from me. I won't let you take Maxim. Go away. Leave us alone. So be it. Farewell, woman. Until the next time. You alright, Maxim? Yeah, I just got hit for 10 times my health, which in some rule sets literally kills you in a way you can't be recovered from. Yeah, by the way, that's how you do a supposed to lose fight, and I'm not actually making that up. There's better ways, Chrono Trigger. But if you want to have a supposed to lose fight, make it a supposed to lose fight. Make the enemy stomp you. Just, and you're dead. Okay, there, it's over. Don't drag it out. You're just going to irritate your player. Especially if they start wasting valuable resources trying to beat an enemy they're not sure they can. No. You make it clear. Stomp! Everyone arrived in Alekia. They're safe inside the castle. That was really fast. What about the knights? Where are they? They couldn't leave right away, so I returned alone. You ran back and here. Wow, okay. Thanks. I wouldn't have made it without you. Who was that anyways? I couldn't believe my ears, but he called himself Gades. Gades? The Sinistral Gades? But I thought he died at Doom Island. That's right, he was supposed to have been defeated. That means we don't know that. If it was Gades, what about the other three? Amon, Deos, and Aram? I don't want to know. Let's return to Alekia. You're right. Let's return Lila to Chatham Village. Did the game just teleport me? Holy crap. You know what's funny? I have so few memories of this game. I don't even have a vague gauge for how far we are, or how far we ever will be into this game. The only thing I remember is where the last dungeon is. So once I'm in the last dungeon, I'll know where I'm in the last dungeon. That's it. Lady friend looks tough. Do you think so? I'd say she's rather gentle. Maybe, but she still looks strong. You shouldn't try to fool children. What do you mean by that? Nothing. Nothing at all. Of the middle of Lufia 2 do I remember? Very little. We have to get a ship at some point. There's Dekar, who's an idiot. Yep, that's all I got. So, here's the idea, silly idea. The Borg are as strong as they are in Star Trek proper, or perhaps as strong as they should be in Star Trek proper. But everything else is weaker. Who? Savicom? Oh, I barely remember Artea. Artea? Whatever. Like, as a character? I'm pretty sure Artea exists. And that's about all I got there. Yeah, no, the Borg are gonna be legitimate juggernauts in the rewrite. Maxim. Roman. You're all right, Maxim. Heard from Lila and I was worried. I'm fine. Well, let's head home. You challenged Gades, didn't you, Maxim? Yes. What are you going to do now? First, I'm going to escort Lila from the castle to the village of Chatham. Then, going on even further, yeah. Maxim, would you mind leaving us for a moment? I'll wait outside. Roman, it's all right to go with him. What? Don't leave, Maxim. It's no accident you met each other. But I can't leave you all alone. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll see you again. Go now. I'll be back. So, I don't want to spoil something. He said go. I see. Let's go heal then. Can I heal, please? Thank you. So I don't want to spoil something, but the episodes probably won't come out for a couple of years, so that's whatever. One of the ideas that I've already toyed around with and will probably implement is you're going to be seeing, let's call them little Borg ships. You'll be seeing Borg spheres, like, okay, Borg probes and the like. And what I'm thinking is the ship that absolutely pastes the Federation at Wolf 359 will be a Borg sphere. Now you're probably thinking, why? Well, first of all, they don't need more than a sphere, but second, because I want to be very careful about the very first time a Borg cube ever shows up. I'm actually pretty sure I know exactly when I want it to happen, too. Probably not, Jalita. We're also probably axing the very idea of a tactical cube, which is just whatever, honestly. Okay, so we're here. Brought your dude. Where are these people? Oh my god, they're like back at the castle or something, aren't they? Making a new road between these two places just by how many times I've gone back and forth between them. Why is that tough? Why the red in the face, not why playing it. 10. I actually had an idea similar, silly idea. I'm not sure I ever want to do that, but at the same time, the idea of one drone being able to effectively pull a flood, you know, just completely start over from scratch is just appropriately terrifying. I'll freely admit the idea is completely stolen from Homeworld Cataclysm, but I still like the idea enough to, you know, maybe do that someday. Okay, where is this asshole so I can get on with the game? Meanwhile, the princess is the only one actually doing anything about anything. Do I need to pull up a walkthrough? You know what, hang on. Let's just pull up a walkthrough. I'm already sick of this. Well, one thing we're going to go with, Silly Idea, is the Borg are a little bit more recent than, you know, the incredibly ancient race that they are in Star Trek. The general idea is that give it another few, maybe decades, and nothing interrupting, and the Borg would sweep everything. So... But they've only been around for a bit. I haven't decided exactly how long, but it's going to be a surprisingly short period of time. There we go. Ah. Right. Why didn't the Q do something? What do you mean? In the rewrite or in the original? Those are very different things. Yep, there was this rogue Vulcan scientist who created the Borg and made you go through a wormhole. Sorry, wrong game. All those terrible Star Trek games, they just blur for me. Ah, well then, spoilers, Ross. So let's see here. Okay, so... Oh, wow, this walkthrough is really unfinished. That's impressive. There's apparently 6 parts to the game, though. That's good to know. We're actually almost done with part 1. That's not bad pace. Let's see here. Scroll, 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 scroll. I mean, yes, but if we're being honest, the answer for the original is effectively not writing. It's underthought. They literally didn't think about it, so they literally didn't do anything with it. Oh, nope, nope, nope. So we go up, looks like. I'm so sorry, Flagant. One of these days, I hope to introduce you to good video games. That sounds so mean. I feel bad just saying that, and I'm joking. Hey, one of the story positives I absolutely stand behind in Star Trek Legacy is Shatner's performance. No jokes, no exaggeration. The man actually did a really good job with his role there. Go figure. Everyone else kind of phoned it in. Especially Scott Bakula. Holy crap. Felt like he was literally just reading lines off the page. Where are these people? Like, I see, I've got a visual guide and everything. Shatner can and has done good acting, more than once in his career. Him being a hammy... Oh. Aha! Aha! I don't know how to thank you. Thank you so much. It's nothing. I should take you to the Chatham for your brother. Okay, there we go. Jesus! Everyone harps on Shatner being a hammy actor, and for good reason. But when Shatner actually acts, he acts. Yeah, this game should probably get a proper remake, let's be honest with ourselves. Yeah, anybody ever see Boston Legal? He's usually hamming it up in Boston Legal, but every now and again he gets real. And again, he just kinda nails it. Absolutely Wenlock, that is correct. He never really, he never really learned how to... So a lot of the old Shakespearean actors that I've referenced a few times, learned how to shift their talents to TV, because television and film are very different mediums when it comes to acting in a lot of different ways. Shatner never really did that. Ironically, Wrath of Khan is probably one of his better subtle roles, too, as Shatner. Or as Kirk, excuse me. He conveys a huge amount of Kirk's character surprisingly subtly in Wrath of Khan. Just little things, like the way he interacts with the rest of his crew on the bridge, or the way he is completely on top of certain circumstances, and in other circumstances he's just trying to stay ahead of the curve as best as he can, and sometimes he's just sitting quietly trying to contemplate what just happened to him, and so forth and so on. Lila, Daniel, is it really you? I'm so glad you're all right. Oh, Daniel. Everything's all right now, Lila. What's the matter, Lufia? I'm just so happy. I don't know how to thank you for bringing Lila back safely. Please, don't worry about it. Just be sure to take good care of your sister. I give you my word. Maxim, it's just a rumor, but there's someone in Trek who knows about... Someone in Star Trek knows about the Sinistrals. Trek is southwest of Sharon. It's far, so be careful. What? We're literally talking about Star Trek. I probably wouldn't even amuse me if not for that. It's Hakeev! Little do you know, I have been making the Iconians work for me this entire time. And yeah, no, that's a good example of it, silly idea. I've said it before and I've said it again. When Shatner's given some good material and good direction, he's pretty good. I was surprised at how good he was in TOS when I was going back through it. I was also surprised about how McCoy is actually the ladies' man and not Kirk. I mean, it makes sense in hindsight. Because it's, you know, DeForest Kelly. Come on. The man has the hands of a surgeon. What do you want from me? Listen, Ross. Yes. Even though that actually technically introduces a plot hole, let's just run with it. One of the things we were actually debating. So we haven't decided what we're doing with the Trill in general yet. But what we really haven't decided is how far forwards we're moving the Trill. Because anybody who's watched TNG and DS9 knows the Trill were severely retconned 5 times, I think, total, something like that. Because they just kept changing their minds and making up new stuff and making up new stuff. And we're going to be like, alright. So, like, for example, the idea that the Trill were known to the Federation in the TOS era, that's fine. But if we're going to do that, then we're going to do that. Like I said, move the Trill forward a bit. Instead of them being some race we don't even know about in TNG. And then have known about for so long that they did diplomatic missions for the Klingons decades ago in DS9. Okay, we have one antidote. I'm going to buy some items when we get to the next town. Well, we've already moved the Betazoids into Enterprise. A move I'm actually really proud of, if I might be so bold. And of course, you know, the Tholians are going to have a fairly large amount to do in Enterprise. Oh yeah, we're also getting rid of Jamaharon. It's called sex, okay? We can be adults about this. We don't have to titter around with our made-up words. It's called sex. Jesus. We managed to open this hut again. Didn't you die? How much do you cost? 10 gold. Ugh. Looks like all the shops are empty, so that's whatever. Well, I shouldn't risk it. We're still actually riding the orange line if you're paying attention. Like, a couple of bad RNG rounds and we could actually die. Remind me, is there no overworld map in this one? Really? Because I actually don't remember, and we certainly don't have one now. There's the gray line, the green line, the yellow line, the orange line, and the red line. Which may sound familiar. But I didn't come up with those terms, so that's my defense. So the gray line... Okay, so let me explain all this. So, the red line is when you are... It's kind of a combination of terminology. You ever go racing? Of course you haven't. Why would you ever go racing? That's stupid. Only an idiot like me would go racing. So when you're racing, you have an optimal line through a corner, right? That's the line you should be on, right? So that's where the line concept comes from. So we'll just take that, move it forward. The idea here is the color of the line is exactly how underleveled or overleveled you are. If you're riding the red line, you are way underleveled. Enemies are stomping you, and you are drastically outpowered by everything. If you're riding the orange line, then you're a little bit underleveled, and you're having some issues, and things can fall apart quickly if you're not careful. The yellow line is ideal. That's where you should be. You should be at the yellow line, challenged by what you're fighting, but not overwhelming it, but not overwhelmed. If you're riding the green line, you're officially overpowered. You're actually higher level or higher power level than the stuff you should be fighting. If you're riding the gray line, you're stomping everything like it's not even there. In some cases, enemies might not even notice that you're there. And that's the curve. It comes from a design philosophy that goes into MMO design specifically, because a lot of that kind of stuff has to go into which enemies spawn where and how in every zone in an MMO. Because you can't just spawn enemies all willy-nilly. For example, you can't have... Yeah, exactly, Ross. You can't have an entire zone be level 30, just to name an example, in World of Warcraft, because it doesn't work that way. You don't go through the whole zone at level 30. You go here, and then here, and then here, maybe over here, maybe you can go over here, and then here, and then here. So you have to design where that line is and what the level of that line is. So that's the yellow line that you're designing. And of course, you, the player, can then grind or not grind or avoid encounters or whatever in order to try and change which line you're riding. Gray or orange being the most common. Or excuse me, green or orange being the two most common ones. But, as you might imagine, this exact same design philosophy applies to a lot of games. Pretty much anything with a leveling curve, a power progression curve of any kind, has the lines. And as I've talked about extensively in my many, many, many JRPG discussions, you as a designer, thanks to encounter rates and average experience gains and gold gains, can pretty much tell the average level a player should be if they're riding the yellow line going through a dungeon. Thus, you know what you should balance everything around. I'll use a mana to heal next time. We're actually pretty low on items and gold, and I kind of want to buy equipment in the next town. This. Let's protect Lufia. We did say we would. We'll never leave you, Lufia. Except in the third act conflict where, you know... I think it's just law at this point. Remember having many issues in Lufia 2, like leveling wise. All my bad memories are puzzle related. And as you already elucidated, it's kind of individual puzzles. It's not like puzzles in general. Hi, Yada. Good night, Chaluda. Monsters recently captured most of the Lorbenia-bound ships. Shipping has stopped. It's a pain. Dresses have arrived in the shop in Lorbenia. Why don't you get some for your lady friend? You wish to see me? Who are you? I'm gonna rob your stuff here. There we go. The old fellow at the port said he was a knight. He used to be with the Guy Legion. The guy who survived the Battle of Doom Island? That one? Ah. The old man who watches the sea all day is unusual. That's what I think. You've never been to a lighthouse. Yo, how's business? As long as I have my precious ship Maberia, Bryn's business is grand. We have fine cider in the basement, but so does Arubus. We've had few customers lately. The work is easier. Oh, we'll take your order downstairs. Pear cider, sour cider, and plum cider. I'll take plum, please. I don't know what any of that is, but, yeah. I know, right, Siledia? Could you imagine having actually competent people in charge? Something I keep getting on Evo about. Alright, so... I've had plum wine. It's actually one of the only wines I have ever tasted that I actually liked. Unfortunately, I've only ever found it once in my life, in one spot. In a place that's like 5 states that way. That way. Yeah, that way. Afford it, so screw it. God, it's sure a good thing I played Suikoden before this. I'm used to really obtuse menuing. Jeez Louise. Like, I have to select look, then the person, then I can see the stat changes on them. Then I have to back out, hit buy, make sure I get 1, buy the thing, and just... It's not the greatest. And yes, we just started an hour ago? I don't know. I don't have the timer here. At least we have an L and R button. Closest thing to a convenience feature in the entire game so far. money is definitely scarce so far. Really scarce. Super innovative. Cough, cough. So I definitely can't afford that. So let's get... That's a bigger buff for her. Let's go ahead and get her a robe. What are arrows for? Here's a question. When did Earthbound come out? Earthbound, for those of you who don't remember, allowed you to not only buy equipment from the vendor, see what changes it would do, equip it as you're buying it, and sell your old equipment, all as an option, just within the vendor menu. A strangely uncommon thing. Let's go buy a couple of these. Okay, now we save. June of 95. So it is after this game. By about a year and a half. Whoops, too much. Great ship, isn't she? That's my Barbaria. When you trade with Lorbenia, she'll never go wrong. I do like trade. I sense unusual energy from you. Did you battle a strong enemy lately? How would you know that? Because I used to be a knight with the Guy Legion. Guy? You mean Guy of Doom Island? Yes, it was a long time ago. Do you know anything about Gades? So, you know about the Sinistral Gades. Pretty rare for these days for one so young. Know him? I fought him! I mean, getting stepped on by him, I don't know if that qualifies. To tell you the truth, that explains the imbalance, but Gades was destroyed. Please tell me what you know about Gades. I must know. Why such interest in the Sinistrals? Don't you fear for your life? I am Maxim's descendant. Maxim? You? Follow me. Anea, you there? What is it, Uncle? Who's up behind you? This is Maxim. Show them to the East Cave. I want them to meet the One. Are you sure? I mean, the One. Said he wouldn't meet anybody. It's alright. He's a descendant of Maxim. They must meet. Maxim? Maxim, please come with me to the East Cave. I shouldn't have named my character Maxim. That's awful. 1 second. Something feels wrong. Wow, wow. Okay. That can't be. Why is this so loud? The game is at half volume, and I'm not making that up. Only if you're German, so come. Sorry, that's a history joke. Oh, you know how it is. There's... One year it was Karen's, next year it's going to be Hercules'. It's a very common name, actually. And yeah, this is actually only my second time playing it, Chakros. Lufia 1. I mean, I've played Lufia 2 a few times. Go don't have a strong memory of the middle of that game, but we'll see. Hey, we got our first AoE, and it does terrible damage. No, not that terrible damage. And she's asleep. Lufia. Lufia, wake up! Wake up! Here's a random question. Which title do you prefer, Lufia or Estbolis? Which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. I will admit, I also don't know what Estbolis, means. Right. You know one thing I'm amused by this? It's a little thing, but the enemy's just bouncing around on the thing here. I'm not giving it a positive. But it's a nice way to try and add some animation without actually adding any animation. And we gotta go through at the speed of crawl. God, more kobolds. This really is just Suikoden all over again. Ow. Why do they keep giving me arrows? What are arrows? I will also say this. I would be a little bit surprised if any dungeon in this game gets, A+ to gameplay. Not that they're terrible, but they're just there, Really, really bare bones dungeon design. So if nothing else, Lufia 2 at least tries to do something with its dungeon design. I use arrow. Interesting. Ah! I don't think I even know that glitch, Constrictor Crows. I will try not to get that glitch in our playthrough, which we probably won't be starting until, like, Tuesday, but still. Interesting. Thank you. It's a swing wing. That's an interesting thought. Final Fantasy X, Spira. Final Fantasy IX, Gaia. Final Fantasy VI, Name Not Found. Alright, am I the only one who is always weirded out by how early they do this? Also, he's got to be ancient at this point. Was I expecting you today? No, I'm here for a special reason. Who's that behind you? This is Maxim, a descendant of Maxim. Pleasure to meet you. Descendant of Maxim, then would you be so kind as to focus your thoughts? Thoughts? Just think of any one thing, that'll be enough. Sure. Strong energy, just like Maxim's. The very same power runs through you two. Yeah, there's this vague psychic energy thing in this series that I don't think they ever really explain. The flu. They're strong in the force. Damn it, Suffolk. You know about Maxim? Who are you? I am Guy. I fought with Maxim against the Sinistrals. You're Guy? But no need to be surprised. I'm over 100, but still kicking. Now, what would you want with such an old man? Guy, I battled Gades. Gades? But that's not possible. He lost at Doom Island. But it was Gades. Impossible! Absolutely out of the question. Guy, Maxim isn't one to lie. Who's that? This is Lufia, childhood friend. We're traveling together. How do you do? Lufia, huh? If you know anything of Gades and the Sinistrals, please tell me. It hurts to recall, but if Gades has really returned, there's no time to rest. Not even for me. You can't, Guy. You'll hurt yourself. But I can't just sit still. Guy, what's wrong? It's my time. Don't say that. You'll be fine. Seek Artea, the elf. They live a long time. I'm sure he'll help you. Is Artea alive too? Where can I find him? There's one in Grenoble who knows about Artea. Remember, there is another Skywalker. I understand. I'll look for him. Don't give in to the Sinistrals. You mustn't. You have Maxim's blood. You... Guy, no. Okay, real talk. I kind of want to give this a story negative. A great warrior, Guy. May he rest in peace. We'll never forget you. What will you do now? We'll go to Grenoble. Someone there knows about Artea. I'll be careful. I'll look forward to the day when peace comes to this land. You mean again? I will defeat the Sinistrals, I promise. Rest. Rest peacefully. Let's go, Lufia. Okay. Lufia? It may be that the only one who can defeat the Sinistrals is the one who has Maxim's blood. Yes, I know. Stay close to Maxim. Your support is more important than any sword or armor. I won't let Maxim get hurt, no matter what. Lufia, you be careful too. Yeah, this should have impact. Like, okay, I know this sounds weird, but do me a favor. Eject Lufia 2 from existence. It's gone. Never existed. So, we're playing Lufia 1. We find out that there's these ancient heroes. Maxim, Salon, Artea, Guy. They beat the Sinistrals. Cool. Then we come here, and there's this dude it's Guy. I'm super old, and then he's dead inside of seconds of meeting him. There's nothing here, right? In addition to the fact that this has no impact, despite supposedly being a sad scene, the fact of the matter is, it's weird. The pacing isn't quite the right word. I mean, the game in general races through its plot, at least narratively speaking. Yeah, if you play Lufia 2 first, and then play this, it's like, oh, but this is literally his second scene ever. And also, in the whole game, there are 2 scenes Guy is in. It's interesting, because ironically, this game cannot qualify for any external continuity positives or negatives. Now, Lufia 2, on the other hand. The flu! We gotta call it the flu. Because I don't think they ever name it either. I think the localizers literally... Something that happened a lot back in the day was there would be a word for, like, mystic energy or whatever. And the localizers in a game would actually call it different things throughout the game, which led to some confusion. Because it's all supposed to be the same thing, but the English-speaking people are like, what's this thing? Is that like this other thing? Are those the same thing? That actually happened in the Zelda series, too, every now and again. And especially in the Final Fantasy series. But anyways. How would Iron Man be similar to Revenge of the Sith? Right. You wanted me to talk about the Kingdom of Doom, which I haven't even thought about at all. Let's see. I mean, they're both films. And yeah, his death is actually extraordinarily convenient, ironically. There is another Skywalker and all that. Oh, no, I'll tell you something in a misread. Because now we got a long, boring, slowing, sloggy slong to go through. Well, thank you, Short72 HP1. Interesting name, I rather enjoy it. But thank you for the support. I do always appreciate it, and if you want to put that towards something, please let me know. Thank you. You know, I feel real sad that Ventures isn't here. I was going to tell him something that might or might not matter to him. So you remember how I had allocated about 40 hours, which is roughly about a week, all told, to Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14? We beat that game in 9. So we just bought up a lot of time on the schedule, kind of unintentionally. I mean, we're still technically behind schedule, probably. I did lose a week, a little less than a week, closer to 4 days. But I lost about 4 days on STO because I forgot how bad and slow and awful the beginning of the STO is. So my estimate for STO was actually wrong. So we're probably just evening out, really. Still, I'll take it. Hey, guy's dead. Oh my god! There's someone in town at Grenoble who knows about Artea. That's where we'll go. Grenoble's southwest of Lorbenia. We used to sail there, but not anymore. Anyway, we won't get anything done unless we go to Lorbenia. Some soldiers from Lorbenia are here. They're asking about the 4 Sinistrals. How about meeting them? Okay. I will say this for the game. I haven't gotten lost yet, which is actually kind of nice. That's not true. Once I've gotten lost. Also, by that metric, that would also mean Kingdom Hearts is similar to Iron Man. It's like a Right, I was going to tell you about the kingdom. My general thought, Mr. Red, was that the Kingdom of the Unnamed they're more interested in... It makes so much sense in my head. I'm trying to figure out how to vocalize it. You ask what their motive is. Their motive is just to have a larger piece of the pie. Like, they don't have any big grand scheme. There's no big epic thing. It's just everyday politics to these people. The Confederation was already starting to... Excuse me. The Confederacy was already starting to have less influence over the Confederation. And therefore, it makes perfect sense that they're sitting on some plots of land and just start kind of pushing out the Confederacy's influence on their plots of land, establishing a little bit more independence, and therefore able to establish more direct control over the lands that they are sitting on. That's all I was thinking. How is Kingdom Hearts similar to Iron Man? Well, there's an evil old man who manipulates everything, a young man who goes out in a suit, magic clothes and everything. It's magic instead of tech, but it's the same concept. We've got the bearded guy who's got his whole thing, and he gives you all this empowerment stuff. I'm not sure elsewise. I'd have to think about it past that, but... My father works at the largest shop in Lorbenia. What do you think of that? That's great. Does he bring you lots of presents when he comes home? Yeah, but he hasn't returned yet. I wonder what's happened. He's dead! He's turbo dead. Everyone is turbo dead. They're super dead and gone. They're dead and gone. Oh, sorry. Yeah, can we go now? Nope. Okay, cool. You! Talk to me. I am Aguro, commander of the Lorbenian army. Well, I came when I heard that Gades invaded Sharon. Can you tell me anything? You want to know about Gades? And you as well, I see. Do you know anything? You may not believe me, but I fought him. What? Is this true? Who are you? What's your name? I am Maxim, Knight of Alekia. Maxim, tell me more of your battle. Let's dine together at my camp. The hell? That... Monsters everywhere. How interesting. We'll talk later. Those enemies are called Demon Lords. Who's Aguro? Well, I see lower level... No, okay, whatever. Yeah, they like to name drop in this game. Honestly, a little bit too much. It's an interesting choice. I don't think I've ever cooked something I don't like, no. Well, okay, let me walk that back. I've cooked tons of stuff I don't like, but that was because I screwed up. So I haven't saved in a minute. Which I bring up for no particular reason. Oh, the 10 rings, definitely. Very generic. Okay, thank God. Mirror does not actually reflect physical attacks. I still haven't seen 10 Rings, the movie. I'm told it's pretty good. Of course, I haven't seen a lot of movies. Recent movies, I mean. I saw Top Gun. Go watch Top Gun. It's really good. By the way, more Dragon Quest parallels. Who's our best healer? Main character. I actually don't know if that's always true in this one, but it's definitely true now. Yeah, who can nuke the screen? Hero's girlfriend. Again, Dragon Quest. Which is funny, because Earthbound does the exact same thing. Which, again, yeah, Earthbound was deliberately trying for a Dragon Quest-y thing. So that tracks. We should be okay for another round. Actually, you know what? Let's just have an item. Potion. I mean, I just got Aguro. Give me a break, Savakov. Jeez. I don't think he'd be interested in it, really, Sluggerota. He's got other stuff going on. He wants to make movies. I better get a level out of that. Never before have I seen such swordsmanship. Of course, Maxim is a descendant of Maxim. I really wish I hadn't named his character that. Descendant of Maxim, so you were destined to meet Gades. Most people flee when they hear that name. If Gades and the Sinistrals have returned, my quest is to destroy them. I see. By the way, Maxim, what are your plans now? I'm off to Grenoble. It seems someone there knows about Artea. Grenoble's southwest of Lorbenia, I believe. I've been there. You can use my ship to cross the sea. Really? I'd appreciate that. Hey, no problem. Trust me. Commander, the ship was sunk by monsters. What? This town has no more ships. So, Maxim III. First, let's find a ship. Will it be alright? Can we trust him? He is pure evil. Okay, that's actually a good one, Disco. I'm impressed. Usually your jokes are just so terrible. Yeah, Schlottenheim, Rheinbach the 6th. Oh my god. So let's go save. Yeah, in normal terms, this is effectively gotcha game design. We'll see how bad that gets, because that's only the second instance of that. So we need a ship. Do I like the combat of this game? No. It's extremely basic at best, and the HUD and interface are not good. The combat is also not particularly well balanced, and the progression is extremely linear. So there's not a lot of gameplay there, really. It is also somewhat inoffensive, but, you know, it's not good. Let me just glance over here at my walkthrough. Thoughts on Pokemon? I think this guy is Pokemon. Yeah, it is basically old Dragon Quest combat. It's probably not going to be a negative, but it's almost assuredly not going to be a positive. So ignore the Pokemon sitting behind me right now. I would say that Pokemon the series is a fascinating and interesting game design perspective from so many different angles, because they do a lot right, and they do a lot wrong. I would say they haven't actually nailed down a lot of their game design until the more recent entries, such as Sword and Shield and Arceus. Having said that, however, they keep regressing in terms of design as well, which is really frustrating. Let's do that. Do you have a spell? No. I have played Pokemon Conquest. I was bored to tears by it. I actually put the game down. Anyways, the other thing I think about Pokemon is it always irritates me when people are like, ah, Pokemon is super dark and evil. And I suppose that's their right to interpret it however they want to, but for me, the Pokemon setting is one of the few truly idyllic settings that exists in fiction, which is a nice break from all the doom and gloom that most settings are. Would retire, 10 out of 10. Do I think Michael would have a beer with Obadiah? No. First of all, he doesn't like beer that much. Second of all, he wouldn't like Obadiah at all. That's true, there's been peace for 99 years. Why not? Are you joking? Obadiah is practically the same as most of the other evil corporate assholes that Michael's had to deal with for a huge portion of his life. What possible reason would he want to do to actually have anything to do with Obadiah Stane? Yeah, they almost made it to the 100-year mark. Almost. You know my favorite part about games like this? My AoEs can only hit a bundle. So of these 4 enemies, I can hit 1 with an AoE, 1 with an AoE, or 2. That's a good question, Disco. If I ever figure it out, I'll let you know. But the hard truth is I don't really remember. I couldn't really put a finger on it. It was just really, really boring. And I just put the game down out of just sheer disinterest. I was really sad about that because it's Pokemon XCOM set within the frickin' Sengoku Jidai. Everything about that should scream a game that I absolutely love, but I was just bored the entire time. At the time, I honestly assumed something was wrong with me, but I never got back to it, so I never actually was able to follow through on that. I mean, I don't see how Obadiah Stane has anything to do with Michael, so I'm going to go with no on that one. I mean, I guess in terms of forcefulness and personality, but a lot of people could say that. So, too vague. Well, that's good to know. Hey, Savicum, what level were you? Oh, wait, you haven't beat the game yet. Damn it! I was hoping for a number to aim for. I don't know what cheats there are for this game, anyways. No reason, I'm just curious. I actually have not, Sluggeretta. You know what? Obadiah Stane is actually Takuvma's sister. Hey, she just learned a heal. I've never seen A Few Good Men, no. I've seen 2, I'd say. Unless you count myself, which I don't. I guess 2 could be considered a few. But to me, few, you need to be up to like 5 or so before it becomes a few. So hold on. What? Hang on. Yeah, I've seen a couple of good men. How many of them am I related to? None. Listen, backtracking is so amazing. Actually, we have already had some backtracking. I should jot that down. Yeah, don't look at the document. I guess Savicom. Ever watched someone eat while I was starving? Does fiction count? Like, not in person, in other words. There's just a... Okay. That's weird, and that's actually bad positioning for that. Why would you do that? There's a lot of different positions you could put that in. And just randomly throwing it in the corner at the end of a dead end is one of the weirdest places to put that. It's like, sorry, you wasted your time in coming here, but here, it's okay, we'll heal you. Like, what? Yeah, no save point, no boss immediately after it. Just, it's a random dead end that leads to a full heal. What? I'm not even mad, I'm just confused. You'll notice with our third party member, we're drifting up to the yellow line. A very common example in a lot of RPGs. He'd probably have a drink with Al Capone, and then shoot him. Is that they have a tendency to balance the game around the full intended party size, usually 4. So when you don't have 4 party members, guess what? You're screwed. Yeah, you're right, Disco. If I got to the end of that dead end and there was nothing there, then that's a troll room. We all know what I think about troll rooms. I like the idea, Mr. A, but it needs polish, because what we need is for... Essentially, I feel like what should happen is Kingdom of the Unnamed. So we could do this one of two ways. We could either have them just be, you know, playing at politics, like I was already mentioning, or we could have it so that they were backing him as their play again in order to try and take care of the other nations that are on the same planet, right? Proxy war. You know, you go conquer those places for us, and you work for us in the long term. And when Farazan was both competent and capable enough to grow out of control, that's the oh crap moment. Especially since I imagine several of the Kingdom of the Unnamed people, like the actual people who work for it, the soldiers, the bureaucrats, the military, would probably willingly switch to Farazan's side. So all of a sudden, the leadership of the Kingdom of the Unnamed is like, shoot. I think it'd be more accurate to say that Michael would bow and scrape before Martin without Trevor. I don't think that's getting along with on any level, really, so... Oh my god, it's goblins! Who... Okay, I know that's supposed to be... Yeah, bow and scrape. You know, oh, please, I'll do anything. I know that's supposed to be armor, but it looks like they've got like a shower cap. And of course they've got the towel, because they're in the shower. And the beat stick, just picture it like being a brush. And they're ready to go for the showers. They're... See, I'm even washing them. Oh, so they're cooks? Silly idea. I knew it. That makes a lot of sense. Wait, no, that makes absolutely no sense. Luffy's dead. This is 2 bosses inside of like 10 minutes. This is it's kind of strange. I need to buy some revives. Don't let me forget that. Oh yeah, I should probably change rows at some point too. Okay. That's... You know, the best part is I can't focus fire. I'm literally physically incapable of focus firing on this fight. I am completely at the mercy of RNG. God, they hit like a truck. So anyways, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will continue this terrible, terrible game. And, yeah, we will see where we take it. I do hope you've enjoyed, such as it is. I'll see you around.